Hello everybody! Today I'm here with some more Disney Mirrorverse, and as promised I am showcasing Raya, who is the other character this time around. We showcased Kermit yesterday, so if you're interested in seeing that, make sure to check that one out as well. So here is Raya, who is cool. I'm just less interested in her as I was with Kermit. So here's her core ability. When Raya hits with a basic attack, she has a 20% chance to gain a 10% focus buff for 5 seconds. Raya's heavy attack deals 2 hits. Each hit deals 150% damage. The second hit causes knockback. So definitely keep that in mind. I feel like I always forget about what the heavy attack does. I'm keeping that one in mind. When Raya holds her heavy attack, she gains a 10% focus buff for 10 seconds. If Raya is knocked back, she loses all focus buffs granted by her abilities. So it's really important not to get knocked back. Then we have the Whip Sword Strike. Raya gains a 5% attack buff for each focus buff she has for 5 seconds. Raya flies towards her enemies, dealing 400% damage and inflicting knockback. If Raya's special ability is critical, she stuns the target for 4 seconds. So it's actually really nice to have focus on this one because it actually gives you a 5% attack buff when doing her special ability. Her signature ability, attack buffs from Raya's special ability gain an additional 1% attack. Raya deals an additional 100% damage with her special ability. Raya's special ability deals increased damage the farther Raya is from her target, up to an additional 200%. Alright, time to equip her talents. Let's see what she's got. I think I will just straight up go for the attack at the beginning. I don't know. I don't know if I'll lose that focus by the time I get her special skill or what, so I don't know about that. I don't really care about a focus debuff, if I'm being honest. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. Oops. And then I'll always equip this big one as the last one. Dang it. There we go. And then if you would like to see her bio, if you haven't seen it already, here it is. She is still the protector of the Dragon Gem. Maybe in this universe she never lost it, you know? I don't know. So let's get started here. Maybe I'll do what I did with Kermit and start off with her by herself in the 1v1 showdown. She is a melee, I'm pretty sure. So, yep. And she's like 10% stronger than Kermit for some reason. I mean, I don't think she has any healing capabilities, so that would hopefully make sense. And they also went all out for her move, but it's a lot less goofy and fun than Kermit's, I would say. She's much more serious. I like the idea of the hat kind of covering her face at most of the time. It's really an interesting look. And I think... I'm not so sure about the purple, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know how I feel about that, but I really love the icon in the top left there, which is gone now, but I think that specific angle of her looks great. And like the gloved hands are pretty cool. The sword is already cool before, so can't get much cooler than it already was. It's a whip sword after all. That went pretty quick, but we were on normal. So we're going to start out here with the high-tech tower. In these first couple, actually I'll definitely play the first one, but I also want to make sure to read some of the notes about Raya's character. Similarly to how I did with Kermit at the end of the last video, I'm going to kind of start with that on this one. And I should definitely do that in the future. I'm literally getting this information to read out to you guys that you might not have yourself, and I'm just not doing it. I've gotten them for the other characters as well, so I do apologize for not doing that in the past. So yeah, she kind of not only uses her whip sword, but she's also kind of using some melee attacks with her feet. And then, yep, she goes all out with her charge. Remember, if you hold the charge, you get some more focus. Didn't even get to use her special skill on that one, so we'll have to hold off until the next one. Just a little too easy right now, I guess. Pretty soon it's probably going to require me to bring in a high-tech, because I don't actually think that... Is Baymax? Oh, he is. Okay. So we'll be good for a little bit, but we'll have to switch out I mean, I guess you can switch out Mickey. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't actually know which, I don't know which high-tech characters are sport. I generally can't think of, I think Hero might be. Can't really think of any others, honestly. Okay, so let's try, dang it man, I got knocked back. That means I lost it all. Yeah, so we definitely want to get out the special this time. Wow, awesome. Yeah, the whip sword is just a great move. I have to wonder how much they thought of her being able to translate into these kind of fighting games when making that, or if they just thought it was cool anyways, because I really don't remember it being used all too much in the movie. But it's a really cool weapon. And I think that in terms of Raya, other characters, it would be really cool to see Sisu. She's just kind of a, I mean, just a cool dragon is always fun to see in these types of games. And seeing a new spin on that would be great. You know, if we just got Sisu as she always is, I think that'd be a little bit boring. I don't know how they would make her different. Maybe putting some sort of armoring on her or something. I don't really know, because yeah, like Raya's not that different, so I don't know. But I was kind of saying, like, maybe she never lost the gem in this universe, so she would never have actually like met Sisu. So maybe Sisu would be a little different personality-wise. Like maybe she's more feral. I don't know. Just trying to think of some ideas what they could do for her. But yeah, I don't know what that would change moveset-wise. I think just putting some sort of garments on her would make her distinct. That's kind of almost what they did with Raya here. For this one, I'm going to put it on auto and then read out some of that stuff for Raya. Which the thing that I'm most interested in is her Guardian's transformation, you know, how they decide to change her from what her source material was. And it's a pretty long paragraph here, so looks like they have a lot to say. I just need to put on auto. Stellar magic has been harmful to Mirrorverse's Raya's world of Kumandra, drying the rivers of the world and empowering the already hostile Droon. Unfortunately, stellar magic has also permeated Raya herself, and now she's truly the only warrior capable of saving Kumandra. Her self-reliance has been greatly enhanced, allowing Raya confidence and strength to overcome insurmountable goals, accomplishing feats of impossible heroism, and becoming a beacon of hope for her people. With the Droon on the loose, the 5 tribes turn to Raya, adoring her with gifts and teaching her secret techniques from each unique kingdom. Now Guardian Raya, the light of Kumandra, leads a battle to reclaim her homeland from the Droon and save the Mirrorverse from the fractured threat. I mean, I really get none of that from her design, which I don't know how you could, but I think that it maybe was easier to get the stuff they're going for with Kermit, just from his design. But yeah, I have no idea how you would translate that better. I mean, calling her quote-unquote the light of Kumandra, maybe some light things in here, although they already did that with some characters like Tinkerbell and Maui, so I definitely wouldn't want to see that same thing again. And Simba, too. What were your design goals with Raya? We had a few goals, both thematic and design, to help make her a straightforward and powerful guardian. As a skillful warrior before her transformation, we wanted to encourage players to manually pilot her, but reward them with a simple and consistent loop to capture her innate skills and training. So basically the exact opposite of what I'm doing right now. Similarly, we wanted her abilities to be easy to build around, so she does a lot of simple things that should keep her opponent as new guardians enter the game and synergize with her. Gameplay feel-wise, we knew she would do something amazing with her whip sword, something that would both look great, would feel great, and strike into the hearts of players when she was fractured. Yeah, I'd love to see her fractured form. I guess we really haven't seen that. But I guess when their events come up, we will see that. What abilities does Guardian have? Raya's core abilities reward the basic melee play loop with focus buffs that she can stack in basic and heavy attacks. I'm actually not going to read this part because I kind of already did that at the beginning. But I'll read some of these other parts here. Oh yeah, we need to take out Mickey, I guess. Where's Hero? Jeez, he's pretty weak. Okay, to start, describe the Guardian's playstyle. Raya's playstyle is simple, constant basics. Wait, A simple comma, constant basics to build up focus stacks with the occasional heavy attack to proc the final 4 stack. Once your focus has been raised, keeping the max number of those stacks until Raya's special attack is ready will be key. If she's knocked down, she'll lose them, so you want to take control of her when you need to really dish out the damage. Finally, her special attack will grant Raya a short-lasting but potent attack buff for each focus buff on her. Pulling her across the field means she'll be able to hit her enemy at full force no matter where they run. Once Raya's signature ability is unlocked, dashing away from the enemy before activating the skill is a quick way to maximize Raya's damage input. So that's interesting. I didn't even think about something like that. What allies pair best with this Guardian? Any ally that can grant focus buffs will become an instant best friend to Raya, who can make use of the numerous stacks of focus. Guardians like Scrooge, Jack Sparrow, and Mickey can help this warrior's blade cut the deepest. Secondarily, Raya will require sustain and damage mitigation effects. Guardians like Hero, Wally, and Belle are great to help support the selfless Guardians of Kamandra. So just coincidentally, we have Hero right here. So guess we kind of have a synergy going. We'll do one more and then I'll switch back over to playing. What enemies does Guardian counter? Raya is designed to work best against most boss enemies, especially once she has unlocked her elite talents. Since she doesn't rely on numerous damage over time effects, Raya will be very useful against a boss like the Gatekeepers that have immunities to those effects. Since Raya can quickly cover distance, gains focus, and reduces the enemy's focus, she becomes an amazing counter to ranged enemies that like to keep their distance or score numerous critical hits. Backline enemies like Zerg, Maleficent, and any pesky supports become vulnerable targets when Raya leaps towards them. Who is best to defeat this Fractured Guardian? Keeping Raya's critical stacks low is vital, so Guardians like Woody, Jack Skellington, and Jack Sparrow that can either block, purge, or counteract her buffs are very useful. Additionally, since Raya needs to stay focused to tap into her inner strength, knocking her down will remove all focus buffs on her. Tanky Guardians with the ability to inflict a guaranteed knockdown like Mr. Incredible and Sully will ensure you always have a gameplay tool to hamper her, but be warned, letting her special charge for too long may mean that there's no escape for her target when she unfurls her Ferelder's deadly whip sword. Alright. So yeah, I think I neglected to fully understand that she has a bit of a range to her, and especially with her special, it's actually best to be away from the enemy you're targeting, which I would not have ever even tried. So I'm glad that we got to read that. Again, I don't know how much it's conveying that her design choices, you know, but still, it's a cool idea either way. Oh yeah, we can't even replay that. Okay, well, we'll try 11. I don't know if I really kind of doubt we can do this, but you know, it would be fun if we bring in Kermit as well. Actually, yeah, we should probably bring in Belle. I think that there's a good chance that Kermit doesn't survive too long, but we shall see. And then this might be the final fight for today. But I know I spent a lot of it not even playing. I know you got to watch some gameplay of Raya still. The auto might honestly be better than I am, so keep that in mind too. Alright, so I definitely want to try getting away from my target when I use my special this time. So maybe let's target, no, let's do, okay, oh, I was right next to him. Okay, whatever. We'll try to get on the next one. We'll target anger. Let's also get this going. Rainbow connection. I want to be far away and then see. Yeah, so she just zips right towards him. That's pretty cool. I mean, when I'm targeting someone, I'm usually right up in their face, so I don't think that would even have occurred to me once. That went very, very quickly. I usually don't make it very far past, like, chapter 11 here. So I'm kind of curious to go farther. Judy Hopps, she's minging. I really just can't get over how much she's minging. I mentioned it yesterday and I can't get over it. Have you noticed how much she's minging? She's just minging. I really love that we get to bring in Kermit and Raya here together. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I was so keen on just showcasing them separately, but we've already seen Kermit. Let's see him in action together. I'm really excited to unlock both these guys for myself. I think a lot of you guys are excited to get them too. I know Kermit's kind of a fan favorite, but I mean, don't miss out on Raya either. Sounds like she works well with a lot of different characters, so it's honestly in your best interest to try to get her as well. But they both bring some really cool things to the table. Right now I'm not able to showcase that because I am rooted, which actually shows some of her weaknesses, which is maybe also a good thing to note. That didn't even do damage. That's messed up. If you have a character that can root, like Judy Hobbs, who is really minging right now, that's a good counter for Raya. But once we got out, we were able to easily get her down. I don't know. I still can't get over that I don't much care for Raya's design for the most part. I really do like her one icon where it's not showing the purple, but as soon as I see that, it's just a lot. I don't know. But like the blue is really nice. I mean, like the design as a whole of just her outfit, I don't think is that amazing either. But I think like it's not even bad. So I don't know. It's not bad. I just love characters like Kermit where they go all out. I'm very excited to see more Muppets now. There's no way they're not going to do any more at this point. And if any of them are as expressive as Kermit is, I know, it's hard to beat that, but they will be amazing. I'm not even like a Muppets fan, but they just really did such a great job with Kermit. And again, I'd love to see Sisu. We don't really have any characters of that scale, and not even very many animalistic characters. Like even these both are anthropomorphic. We really only have like Simba and Scar, so we really got to get more of those, I would say. Alright, I've gone way farther than I said I was going to go already. That was like the farthest I've ever made it in the tower, by the way, but I am using characters at a pretty high level, so that's probably important to keep in mind. But thank you for watching. Now's your chance to go and try to unlock Raya and Kermit if you want. I definitely suggest both of them. They both seem really good and have some great perks. Even if I wasn't great at showcasing them, I at least read out word for word what some of the designers of the Guardians said. So you don't have to take my word for it, take theirs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.